Hey guys, so this video is one of my most recommended, not one of my, well, it's pretty recommended. I would say it's not the top most things recommended, but I don't know, it's up there. Anyway, I'm finally doing what a lot of you guys wanted me to do, which is the Euphoria, they're technically, I think it's technically the Christmas special. There are 2 episodes, and it came after season 1. I have to go look and see when season 2 is coming out, because I'll react to season 2 as well. But I remember watching the end of Euphoria, and I asked you guys if you guys wanted me to do the specials. Then if you would, then I was going to end up doing them. And I meant it, but it's been a hot minute because there's just so many shows that ended up coming out that I really wanted to see and that were hugely recommended. So anyway, I finally had the time to go through here and finally watch these Christmas specials and react to them and everything. So here we go on those Christmas specials. I know that the season finale of Euphoria for season 1, of course, was one of my favorite season finales that I had ever watched, which says something. The final scene, well, I wouldn't say it was my favorite season finale. My favorite, there was the way that they ended the finale, the final scene was the best, or one of the best ones that I had ever seen, because it was just so moving. The whole scene, like the whole dance, because they did a dance and her singing and like her just going through, and I think because you could like feel it, and that's something that I really love about music and musicals, and especially because I'm not really a huge music listener. I don't hardly ever listen to music unless it's Cher or any musical. And I think it's just, I don't know, I get bored and irritated with music, I think. And that's just like a personal thing for me. But I do love musicals. I know how to appreciate music, but today's day and age music is like, no, for me. But anyway, getting off track here. But it was just so moving, and I think that's why it was just so freaking amazing. But anyway, if you guys want to check out all of season 1's reactions, or if you guys want to check out these Christmas special reactions, or whenever I end up doing season 2, just let me know. But if you guys want to check out any of these completely unedited, or if you want to get the early reaction for the next one, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. There's not really that much to recap on because I talked about the whole final scene. I know that she kind of went back into doing drugs. She had like snorted a line of something, and I can't remember what it was specifically, before that final scene, which was, you know, the whole point of that. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. And Jules like ran away. So did she end up coming back, or, because I remember she ran away. She was trying to get Rue to go with her, and she didn't, so. Okay, well, either she went with her or she didn't actually run away. They're so cute, though. Is she gonna end up coming back in because she forgot something, or I'm just like waiting for it? I guess not.
Well, golly, I know you don't believe me, but I'm doing really good, actually.
Is that so?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
so you didn't just snort alone in the bathroom? So is this... So this is like where we left off. So is the other stuff, I guess, the future, or really the present, and this is the past?
I mean, I'm not perfect, you know, so I'm sane, though. I'm saner. I'm making sane.
I think he's seeing right through her.
Decisions.
Rue, you're high.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Rue, I don't think you're listening to what you're saying.
It's physically impossible.
To what?
I mean, whether you believe me or not, I'm good.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm doing.
He didn't believe you.
So a little bit of weed.
Issues, and what I'm saying is, sobriety is your greatest weapon.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it.
Listen, young blood, I was shooting dope before your mama's egg dropped. I've lived a whole motherfucking life to get to this diner to sit across from your arrogant ass, so that you ever whatever me. Running around trying to bullshit everybody into thinking you're hard and you don't give a fuck, when in reality you give so much of a fuck you can't even bear to be alive. So guess what?
Damn.
New rule.
Spot
no more
on.
wasting my motherfucking time.
Honestly, I wasn't really trying not to relapse.
Yeah, man,
So
okay.
you try not to relapse and not calling him, and then you end up relapsing.
Pills for emergency purposes.
You could abuse and torture and take for granted your mama and sit here and look me in the eye and say as calm as can be, as cool as a cucumber, I'ma keep using drugs. Huh. That
He is good.
is the disease of addiction. Is that no one in the world sees it as a disease. They see you as
Ooh,
selfish.
so true. I was just
They
thinking
see you
about
as
that.
weak. They see you as cruel. They see you as destructive. They think, why should I give a fuck about her if she doesn't give a fuck
I
about
was
herself?
just remembering all those people that said it wasn't a disease.
My patience, my sympathy, right?
Wait, really?
Yeah, well, I had 12 years before that, but you know, I got cocky. Started walking around thinking I was invincible. So now I got 7 years. Right.
Damn, how long did you relapse for?
Year and a half.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck, yeah, right.
Wait, Martin?
Yeah.
Who's Martin?
His
Martin
actual
McMahon.
name?
What?
My name,
Your name is Martin?
well, it used to be.
What?
Before I converted
To what?
to Islam.
Ali, I'm super fucking confused right now.
What am I, your first black friend? What'd you think? I was actually from the Middle East? I'm from South Philly. Of course it means something. If God didn't believe in you, you wouldn't even still be breathing.
So you're saying the reason my dad died is because God didn't
If
believe
you're
in him?
religious.
Rue, that's not what I was saying.
There's nothing that makes me angry in that fucking argument.
Hey, that's not what I was
You
saying.
know, because every time someone survives like a mass shooting or some terrible fucking earthquake, they always say, you know, I survived for a reason. God saved me for a
'Cause of
reason. I
God.
have a purpose. He didn't die to teach us a lesson, okay? He didn't die to, you know, have us all come together or whatever the fuck people tell people when they don't have anything to say. He died because he died.
I'm sorry, but
That's
she
it.
is
Same
speaking
stupid reason.
the truth right
I came
now.
out of the room with a couple wires crossed.
This is the most honest conversation I think I've ever heard. And one of them is high right now. Freaking crazy.
You have to create a new God. Or gods. Or whatever you can. But it is imperative that you believe in something greater than yourself.
Yep.
All right? And it can't
I
be
agree.
the ocean or your favorite
Yep.
song. And it can't be the movement or the people or the words. I don't underestimate anyone.
Damn, that guy is good.
Stranger things have happened.
She gonna end up leaving? He's not going to do drugs though right now, is he? Surely not, right? Something's gonna happen to him, I have a feeling. So I guess she's actually listening to the song instead of just listening to the song.
Is your sister there?
Yeah, he's calling his kids. That's good. I keep thinking something's gonna happen, like right here, but maybe
I'm
not.
alright.
Maybe
I
they
just
won't
feel
do
like
anything
I'm
too
in,
crazy on a Christmas special.
One of them old movies. Question.
Yes.
How long you been clean?
17 years. Never thought I'd be able to say that. But I said
Good for
with
her.
a lot of pride. You got any more questions for me while I'm trying to count my tips?
No, I can't. I'm gonna throw a couple more in there later.
You need to with your cheap ass.
Yeah.
She cheated on me. When I was sober, she literally cheated on me.
I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Was it exclusive though? I don't remember it being exclusive.
Okay, but when did it become a relationship?
I just told you that night.
It became a
Did she
relationship
know
that
that?
night.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just kissing. You two talked about being together.
Why would we talk about it?
Because that's how people get into relationships, really. They talk about it.
Right, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't remember them ever being really exclusive.
I say I love you to my barber.
That's what I've done. Ollie, I've hit my mom in the face. I picked
But
up
that
a piece
isn't
of
something that
glass, and I pointed at my
makes you
mom,
think
and I
about
tried
wanting to get clean.
I'm just a piece of shit. I better keep going. What's the difference now? Without realizing that forgiveness
True.
is the key to change.
Because that's who I am.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm okay with that.
Are you?
And she's not.
That's what it says.
But are you okay with that? This is why the world keeps getting worse. People keep doing shit that we deem unforgivable, and in return, they decide there's no reason to change. So now you got a whole bunch of people running around who don't give a fuck about redemption. That's scary.
Ellie, what have you done that's so terrible?
Why is that so true?
Lot.
Oh my god, who are the writers for this show? Brilliant.
I just don't really plan on being here that long.
Like in the diner or in life?
That's the tough part about all this, you know?
In life. Got it.
How do you want your mom and sister to remember you?
Not being on drugs.
Granted, I was a Christian before I became a Muslim, so I've been wrong before.
Okay, so that episode was not like didn't have any like drama or action, romance. Well, maybe a little bit in the beginning, but like this show and the writing, like I don't know who the writers are. I heard something about the director or the producer or whoever was basing like Rue off of like their life or something like that. Like I heard something like that, but still, like the writing for this show is just so amazing. So this episode had really none of that stuff in it, but it was so entertaining and it was like so truthful. Except for that little part where she was like bullshitting him for a minute. But then like they just got super deep into it. And it's like shit that you think about, but also shit that you don't really think about. And that they say out loud to each other. And then they like bounce it off of each other. And it's just freaking crazy. I don't know. So that was still a good episode. And it didn't have to have a lot of that in there. They were just sitting at a diner having a conversation for a full 55 minutes. And it was still good. I don't know. This show is just awesome. Anyway, if you guys want to check out this episode completely unedited or get early access for the next Christmas special, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. But if you will for me, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode.